Hey guys, welcome. It's devianamagentaofficial. This is the first time I'm gonna try Friday night folklore. So folklore and fairy tales, I like to memorize them. It's a hobby of mine, and I thought it would be fun to perform some for you. Tonight I'm gonna be performing one that you probably have heard referenced, but have never actually heard told before. It's Puss in Boots. Alright, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a man who had 3 sons. And when he passed away, he left to his oldest son his farm. To his second oldest son, he left his horse. And to his third oldest son, he left his beloved farm cat. Now, the third oldest son bemoaned to himself, "Oh no, I'm penniless now. I just have this random cat. What am I supposed to do with a cat? I guess I could sell him." And the cat jumps up onto his hind legs and goes, "No, master, do not sell me, because I am a talking cat. And I can make you a vast fortune, the likes of which you have never seen. I can make you into a crown prince." And the guy is like, okay, seems legit, because he's never seen a talking cat before and he has no reason to disbelieve what the talking cat says. And the cat says to him, "I will need from you 3 things in order to complete this task. First, I will need a pair of boots. Very nice boots, sized to fit me. Second, I will need a big burlap sack. And third, I will need you to go along with whatever nonsense that I start spinning, okay?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, okay, sounds legit." So he goes out and he gets boots sized for this cat. Really nice boots. And I can only imagine what the cobbler was thinking. Like, you want boots for your cat? Okay, bro. But he goes and gets boots for this cat, and he gets the cat a nice little bag. And he's like, "Okay, cat, whatever you want to do, I will go along with." And the cat goes, "Okay, cool." So the cat, he takes this bag and he goes out into the woods and he opens it up and he fills it with seeds. And he lies down next to it and pretends to be asleep. 2 beautiful white doves come hopping up and they see the seeds inside the bag, and thinking that the cat is asleep, they hop inside to eat them. And no sooner than they do when the cat jumps up and closes the bag on them. Now he's caught these 2 beautiful white doves in this bag. Now, the cat goes to the king's castle. And the guards let him in to see the king because, I mean, he's a talking cat. What are you going to do, say no? And he goes to the king and he goes, "Oh, mighty king, I have for you this fine gift today from the Marquis of Carabas, my master." And he opens it up and the 2 white doves come out and the king goes, "Oh, wow, that's such a nice gift. Tell your Marquis that I say thank you." And Puss goes, "Yes, my liege, I will." And he leaves. The next day, Puss takes his bag and he fills it with wild greens and tasty buttercups, and he lies down next to it and pretends to be asleep until a fat game hare hops inside the bag to eat the buttercups. And no sooner than he does, when Puss jumps up and grabs the bag and closes it with the rabbit inside, and he takes it to the king and he says, "Oh, king, I have for you another present from the Marquis of Carabas, my master." And the king goes, "Oh, that's so nice. Tell your master, the Marquis, that I say thank you." The next day, Puss goes to his master, who is not the Marquis of Carabas, he's just some random farm guy. And he goes, "Okay, so first of all, these peasant clothes are not going to cut it. You're going to, hide those. You're going to, strip down and hide those somewhere where nobody will find them. And next, you're going to go and pretend to be drowning in the river and play along with whatever I do." So the guy's like, "Okay, seems legit." And he goes and he's pretending to drown in the river next to the road. And Puss goes running down the road where the king's carriage is trundling along, and he goes, "Help, help, your majesty! My master, the Marquis of Carabas, is drowning. He's been robbed by bandits and they threw him in the river." So the king sends his guards to go fish this guy out of the river, who wasn't drowning at all. He can swim just fine, but they don't need to know that. And he brings him into the carriage, and he's like, "Oh, here, I see that you've been robbed. Let me get you some nice clothes befitting of your station." And he gets this guy some nice clothes that a marquis would be wearing. And he says to him, "It's so nice to finally meet you. You've been sending me all these nice presents from your emissary, this talking cat here. I've never seen a talking cat before, so that's pretty cool." And the guy goes, "Yeah, sure, Marquis of Carabas, yeah," because he has no idea what's going on, but the cat told him to play along. And so the king is like, "Hey, do you mind if you show me your castle? Because, a marquis's got to live in a pretty cool castle, right?" And Puss goes, why, yes, of course, I can show you where the castle is. And he jumps out of the carriage and starts running along the road. He's like, follow me, guys. And the king is like, my horses can't keep up with you. You're a cat. You're a really fast cat. And the cat's like, that's no worries. Just keep following this specific road. And when you get to, this certain spot, turn left and follow that road. And I'll run on ahead and prepare everything for you guys. So the cat runs on ahead. And the cat comes to this castle, and in these days, ogres still lived in the woods. And this castle was owned by a particularly powerful ogre who had the ability to transform into all manner of magical beasts. So, the cat comes and knocks on the door, and it creaks open, and the troll goes, "Who dares disturb me?" And the cat is like, "Oh, don't hurt me, please, sir. I just heard all of the tales of this wonderful and terrifying troll, and I just had to see if you were as fearsome and terrible as all of the stories said." And trolls are very easily flattered. So the troll goes, "Why, of course, I am as terrible as anything." And the cat goes, "Is it true that you can transform into the most terrifying lion?" And the troll transforms into a great big lion and roars and snarls, and Puss cowers in fear. And he says, "Oh my, it's truly terrifying. But is it true that you can transform into the fastest horse?" And the troll goes, "But of course!" And he transforms into a horse and runs all over the place as fast as he can. And Puss is like, "Wow, very fast. Is it true that you can transform into the giantest of elephants?" And the troll is like, "But of course I can." And he transforms into a massive elephant and blasts his trumpet and, stomps his great feet. And Puss is like, "Oh, it's so scary. But is it true that you can transform into the tiniest mouse?" And the troll laughs like, "Ha ha ha, it will be easy." And he transforms into a teeny tiny mouse, and Puss grabs him and gobbles him up, because that's what cats do. Just at this point in time, the carriage comes rumbling up the road and arrives at the castle, and Puss shouts out, "Behold, the castle of the Marquis of Carabas." And the king goes, "Wow, this is a really great castle. You are a great, great guy. I really like you, and I'm glad we got to be friends. How would you like to marry my daughter and be the crown prince?" And the guy goes, sure? Because he has no idea what's going on. They say that to this day, the Marquis of Carabas lives in a great castle with the princess. And to this day, there is a cat who is lavishly pampered beyond all belief. The end. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I hope you guys liked that. If you guys have any suggestions for fairy tales that you might want to see, or parts of the world where you might want a myth from, if you have any folklore that you would like to share that's special to you, I would love to perform your fairy tales. Alright, don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a great day.